Hello everyone, it's Lockedown. So, Final Fantasy VI is one of my favorite games, and I've been trying to get my buddy Michael to play for forever. Unfortunately, it can be hard to play old games if you haven't really played them before. So that's why I'm going to do this Let's Play, so that I can play through it for Michael so he can get the experience without actually having to do, any of the work. So if you wonder why I'm always referring to Michael while doing the video, that's the reason why. So Michael, this is for you. You can't see it, but I'm doing the heart shape with my fingers right now. Anyway, let's get right into this. The ancient war of the Magi, when its flames at last receded, only the charred husk of a world remained. Even the power of magic was lost. Now, Michael, I know you've already played this part, but I'm still going to go through it anyway. In the 1,000 years that followed, iron, gunpowder, and steam engines took the place of magic, and life slowly returned to the barren land. Yet, there now stands one who would reawaken the magic of ages past, and use its dread power as a means by which to conquer all the world. And let's just... random exposition maybe suggest that this is his place, just maybe. Could anyone truly be foolish enough to repeat that mistake? Wedge. There's the city. It's hard to believe Nasser's been found frozen there 1,000 years after the War of the Magi. Probably just another wild goose chase. I don't know. They wouldn't let us use her unless they were that confident the information was good. Yes, our witch. Here she fried 50 of our Magitech armored soldiers in 3 minutes. Kinda makes us grin, Carl, don't it? Relax, with that thing on her head, she's a mindless puppet. She won't even breathe unless we tell her to. We'll approach from the east. Move out! So, I'm gonna let this little scene play out because, number one, I love the music. Number two, I just want to talk about my kind of experience with the game. So, Michael, I say I love this game, but it's funny is I didn't actually play till I was like 15 or 16. I watched minimal gameplay of my brothers playing it back on the Super Nintendo where it was called Final Fantasy 3. Huge text differences actually. If you play the game side by side, you have a whole lot of different ways they say things that don't make quite as much sense as the Final Fantasy VI re-release or remake. I don't know what you would call that. It is the third one that was released in the US, but it is the sixth one to have come out. I've actually never renamed any of the characters in this game. It gives you real quick. Nobuo Uematsu did all the music for this game, and it has some amazing music. And what's really cool about that, or what I just found out recently, which I think is really awesome, is he's actually been quoted to say that Final Fantasy VI was his favorite game and also had his favorite music. Which is interesting because Final Fantasy IV actually has a song called The Theme of Love that they still teach in Japanese universities as it's sort of a basis for, what was it? Sort of a basis for just how to construct a song to create the emotional appeal. It's really amazing. They actually study it in class. An old chiptune from 1992, I think, and they check it out, and they do that. Makes me so happy. But anyway, my first experience with this game was when I was like 16, 17. And I played the crap out of it. My first playthrough was 40 hours. Ryan then accidentally deleted it, so I had to play through it again, which I didn't even mind. I once sat down at a piano for like 2 hours just trying to figure out the music on the piano from, you know, ear to piano. Yeah. I have some really fond memories of this game. No other game I could say has had the emotional appeal. The girl takes point, and don't waste time on the riffraff. Remember what we're here for. Let's move! Okay, so here's me. Jasper's gotta be here. Let's keep looking. I am playing this girl right now. She's cute. Just accept it. And we're gonna go through that twice again. Anyway, so basic premise right now is we are with the Imperials, and we are looking for an Esper. Imperial Magitech armor. Not even Narshi's safe anymore. Like, you don't get to use Magitech armor very much in this game, so the few times you get to use it, it's a lot of fun. And it's like super OP. Okay, I'm gonna go into configuration real quick and just change it to active battle style, and then just leave everything else as it is. Yep. I like the blue look. We'll just keep the blue look. So, my current name is Question Marks. Although you already know what her name is since you played the game. You're gonna have to tell me if you actually named her or not. Fornosh! Let's send the dogs at them. It's how brave, sending little pups to do a guard's job. So it's pretty straightforward at this point, just trying to get to the Esper. It's a very linear path. Since you're in the Magitech armor, you can't go a lot of normal places. By the way, I'll have to look up the Final Fantasy VI cinematic and show it to you, because when they released it on the PlayStation, they actually added a cinematic, and it's really cool in my opinion. It's kind of how I actually imagine the game. I mean, not nearly as high CG in my mind, but you know what I mean. The first instance of a pincer attack. So I think this is actually critical game design right here, because it's teaching you things that you didn't know before. Like, here's a new mechanic. This is something that can happen. It does it in a way that, yeah, it's kind of forced, but... By the way, to get this spell to affect everyone, you just have to hit L or R, and then it'll switch between hitting multiple targets and hitting a single target. Pretty sure you had issues with that before. Yeah, it's a very simple game design choice. I've been watching a lot of Snowman Gaming lately, and he just likes to do a lot of videos about gaming design. And so... one of the things he was talking about was how to incrementally progress. Like, if you look at the Super Mario World for the most recent one, it was I forget, the one where you can play as Peach and Toad and all of them, and Rosalina, but it's like a 3D platformer. Anyway. So it always starts off by introducing an idea, and then in the first phase, and then the second phase, it shows it gives them a challenge to that. It's like, okay, now you've got the concept, here's an applicable circumstance where there's probably an area where if they mess up they die, but not necessarily. And then finally, the third one is demonstration of mastery. And that's where they have to do something actually hard and try to get good. No, I do not want to learn about save points. I'll get rid of this old file. So, I may or may not be watching a speedrun to figure out a few strats for this. So that I can get through the game a little bit faster, get more of the story focus. I'll handle this. Stand back. Boom. I don't know why the other two guys in Magitech armor couldn't do that. We're not handing over the Esper! Come here, get him! Okay, and so here's another example of actually good teaching moments in a video game. I mean, if you've played the game before, it might feel a little bit forged, but the first time you're playing, you have no idea about any of this info. No bigs. Hold it! This thing's you must have trained it to guard the mines. What are you talking about? You know what this is? Ever heard of a lightning woke? It's a monster that absorbs lightning and stores the energy in its shell. Right. So whatever you do, don't attack the shell. Hint, hint, hint. So first of all, that's kind of saying that we had the option to attack the shell. Because if you do, this is what happens. Oh gosh, I've never actually died before. Wow. That's messed up my leveling. So, yeah, that's the thing. It's also really lame because she has the strongest attacks. So, doobie doo doobie doobie doo doobie 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 doo. There we go. No, not the Thunder Beam. As long as you don't attack him in the shell, it's actually a really easy fight. So, that's the first time I've ever had one of my characters knocked out during this fight. Particularly Terra, which kind of pisses me off. Oh, he's going back in again? I guess we can heal our way for him. It's funny, because he also has the highest magic defense stat. No! Again! Something else you can do is you can hit select to switch between which character is in line. Also, if you actually have that on the Super Nintendo, I found something funny out when I was watching the speedrun. You can actually control up to 3 of the characters on the second controller, so when you're on the overworld, obviously that isn't too much, but when you're in a battle, you could have your brother, sister, or in the speedrunner's case, his wife, play the other 2 characters. And so a 4th time? Are you freaking kidding me? See, this is what happens when you don't have Terra's Magitech missile. It makes everything go to heck. I can't do freaking squat! Alright, let's finish this stupid snail off once and for all. I'm just wondering if this will soft lock the game or if it automatically heals you once you get put into the bed after this scene. I think it'd be really funny if it was a soft lock. Are you kidding me?! Well, I might as well just shoot myself in the foot. This is taking freaking forever. That's what I get for demonstrating, like, hey, look at this! If you attack the shell, he does the zappy thingy. And then he takes out my strongest character. 1 hit. Oko. You know, no big deal. Please. please don't live any longer. Just die. Oh, please, oh, please, oh, please, oh, please, oh, please. Oh, thank heavens. I have never had that hard a time with that boss before. You can see he's easy. He does like 9 damage to your... He does like 1/10 of your HP per hit, at most. Now I'm really curious if I can possibly soft lock the game off of that. Alright, the first battle that we can actually run away from. Guess how you do that? Hold L and R. Since I don't have Terra in the group, and I know what's going to happen to these guys anyway, it's not worth leveling them up. Unless it's faster, but whatever. So, when I was a kid, I thought that all espers were these crystal-encased things. But now that I'm older, I realize that the esper is the thing inside the ice. So, this is the frozen esper? Blue light. Must be cold. This thing's giving me the creeps. Something's not right. Then the girl walks over, apparently silently. The frozen creature begins emitting an eerie light. Where's that light coming from? What was that? Wedge? Wedge, where are you? Hey! What's going on? So, that just happened. Where am I? My mind, I just removed the crown. My head hurts. Easy there, this is a slave crown. The others were using it to control you. It's robbing you of your thoughts, making it so you do whatever they told you. I can't remember a thing. Don't worry, it'll come back to you. In time, that is. For the record, I'm not going to be keeping these voices straight, Michael. A mysterious young woman, born with the gift of magic, and enslaved by the Gastalian Empire. My name is... Terra. Impressive! I've never heard of anyone recovering so fast. You must be made of tougher stuff than most. Open up! We're here for the Magitech armor pilot! Open this door right now and hand over the girl! She's an agent of the Empire! Empire? Magitech armor? There's no time to explain. You need to get out of here. These fools aren't going to listen to reason. This way, quickly! So, of course, we walk the opposite direction because... I think you get... There it is. Obtained elixir. Make your way out of town through the mines. I'll try to buy you some time. Up there! It was good to know that it doesn't soft lock the game if you die with Terra. Oh, come on, critical hits? That's just not nice. So I don't know if it's just because I'm trying to be a show-off while I play, but I'm having really bad luck. Oh, I didn't die. Tara, why are you so weak? There's a chest up there, but just has a sleeping bag, so I think the other one has a potion, so I'm not really that interested in them. So, funny fact about Terra, she's one of only 2 characters that can naturally learn magic through just being a character in the game. There she is! The other one's Celeste, and I guess you could technically argue that, oh, what's his name? Strago can do it as well, but that's blue magic, so I don't know if that counts. Oh, by the way, giant Deus Ex Machina hole in the ground keeps her from getting caught. Our first instance of her memories. My sweet little magic use. Oh, that's not gonna work for always. What are we gonna work with here? Oh gosh, I gotta think of some sort of voice. I may be zooming past this later on just because I want to get the voice right before I move on. My sweet little magic user. That's what we'll roll with for now. I'll change it later if I find a better voice. My sweet little magic user. With this slate crown, you'll be all mine. When you hear him laughing game, you'll know what I mean. But that will be a later time. Good, good! Burn them all to a crisp! Alright, so if you look in the background, you can see some key characters that you haven't met yet. In the top right, where the word Empire is Terra. In between the words of and is Celeste. Behind the word Dawn is General Leo, who's like the nicest guy you'll ever meet. And behind the word the is obviously Kefka. And then the little general dude that walked forward is actually Emperor Gestal. Soldiers of the Empire! We stand at the dawn of a new age. The lost power of magic has returned to us. We are the chosen ones. The time has come for us to claim our rightful dominion over the world. Nothing shall stand in our way. Long live Emperor Gestal! And like some sort of chorus for this 100 voices and all kind of, you know. And awkward arm racing. Okay, and this leads to the intro of my favorite video game character, period. Took you long enough, busy with all the robbing and plundering, I presume? A treasure hunter and trail-worn traveler searching the world over for relics of the past. I prefer the term treasure hunting. Ha! Semantic nonsense. There's a huge difference. Come on. Anyway, is there something you need me to do? There is indeed. I met the girl. You don't mean... The city guard is pursuing her as we speak. The city has the strength to stand up to the Empire, but it won't use it. People are just too stubbornly independent to join an underground resistance group like the Returners. I tried to explain that the Empire was controlling the girl, but they wouldn't even listen. Alright, so you want me to get her out of Narsh? That would be the idea. Make your way to Figaro for the time being. Now we got her! And apparently these guys have tamed giant wolf thingies? Wonderful, there's a whole bunch of them. No, Michael, I'm curious, have you ever seen Moogles before this game? Like, did you know what they were? Have you seen pictures of them? Moogles, are you saying you want to help? No thanks, I know how to use you. There's actually a little trick you can do with one of these characters. Let's see, you have to hit select to switch between groups. And so what you do is you find the one with Mog, and you see how he's level 10? He's actually the only character you can take the equipment away from. And he has some stuff that's a lot stronger than you can get later in the game. Like, you have to get past Figaro Castle, and we haven't even gotten to Figaro Castle. Yeah, I'm trying to remember where to stand so I can sneak past him. Yeah. Alright, we'll just speed through this fight and see if we can't speed us straight to the leader. See, this is why I don't like to fight the Megalodoths. They're just so freaking annoying doing damage to everyone. Silver Lobo? Easy peasy. No problemo. Let's see, let's heal you because I want you, and you're obviously the strongest on this team. And can I equip this shield on him? Sweet, so he'll survive a little bit longer. There we go. Got that fight started off, and we don't have to fight all the other guys. See, speedrun strats. From here, it's just to hold the A to win. That's not the one I thought I was healing. Oh well. Worked out in the end. No, not Mograt! I have so much regret about Mograt. Or is this supposed to be Margaret? Whatever. No, not Moggy as well! Anyone but them! Oh, okay, we won, so it doesn't matter. Plus, more experience for Locke. I actually don't know if that actually fixes that now that I think about it. Thanks, Moogles, we're in your debt. And then this is where Locke shows he's a boss. He just picks up a girl, throws her over his shoulder, and runs down like a whole freaking corridor. No problemo. I don't know if you've ever tried to carry someone. I tried to carry my little sister Sarah. She's like 110 pounds. That's it. Switch out of. And I carried her for like I don't know, maybe 200 yards. And tree got really heavy right after that. Eh? You back with us now? You saved me? Save your thanks for the moogles. Can't remember a thing. It's like my mind's trapped in a fog. You lost your memory? Man said it would come back eventually. So you got amnesia. Don't worry, I'm gonna leave your side until your memory returns. Look, I'm not gonna up and abandon someone just because they lost their memory. I'll keep you safe, I promise. A little bit of showboating, and off we go. Yep, we're at full health. Okay, so I think this is where I'll end the first video. Just out of curiosity, I just want to show you what happens. Is that? Hey! It's not safe here. We better hightail south to Figaro. So yeah, I think that's a good place to end the first video. I'll probably shorten it so you don't have to deal with the whole thing, but I think you'll like it. Simple. I've got my reading voice on. And I hope you enjoy this, Michael. I mean, I'm going through the effort. For pity's sake, you better like it. Alright, take care, my friend.